What I didn't expect was to see the defense play as well as they did. Because when you look at it, you're like, they didn't add Aaron Donald. They didn't get Khalil Mack. They don't have an elite, I guess Gilmore. Gilmore is good. But
they got Dante Hightower back.
But he's not Kuechly.
No.
He's not Bobby Wagner.
He's not Sean Lee. We know that.
See, I'm done. I don't even want to talk anymore.
I mean, that's all you got.
You ruined every conversation with this Sean Lee. Stop it.
Just have to bring a little truth to the conversation.
You know Sean Lee is not on those two guys' level, especially Kuechly.
So, a year ago on opening Thursday night, what happened to Tom Brady in that defense? He was awful, and it got torched by Alex Smith and the Kansas City Chiefs.
He was awful in the second half. He played good the first half, Skip, because they were up. Remember, they were up.
I just remember him being awful because by his standards, that was awful. And it was a wipeout. So they were not going to let that happen again yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm with you. The defense is definitely better than it was a year ago. But so is that quarterback. This guy is unbelievable because he just keeps getting better. He's obviously more experienced, he's more knowledgeable, and he plays with even more supreme confidence than he used to 2 or 3 years ago. He's just serene in the pocket because he knows it before you know it. He knows what the defense is going to do before it does it. And by the way, he took a couple of big shots yesterday, one from J.J. Watt, and he jumps right back up. And you see the T-shirt he was wearing the other day? I think it was Friday's interview.
Oh, yeah.
Pliability, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it works. I don't know.
Whatever.
I got to knock on wood here just to make sure. But I just got to throw out one stat that I heard that just knocked me over because I couldn't even compute it because I didn't believe it. But do you realize that since 2007, the Patriots at home against AFC teams are 57-2? That's Tom Brady at home. Tom Brady at home, 57-2 against AFC teams
in the regular season,
over 12 regular seasons. Well, that's impossibly great.
That's ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous. That's at home. So again, obviously they're playing an AFC team yesterday to get to 57-2. And the other one that just knocked me over, they had the stat on the telecast. Tom Brady has now scored in 68 straight second quarters. It's like a minutia stat, but when you think about it, it's just hard to keep scoring in the second quarter, right? And he's done it 68 straight games.
And what they try to do, Skip, what the Patriots try to do, and they're very good at it, that they usually defer the toss. So they try to get that score right in the second, right before halftime, and then they get the ball out and get another score. So if they were up 7, now they're up 10-14.
And by the way, Bill O'Brien won and deferred to Brady yesterday. He got away with it on the first
because he knew what Coach Belichick likes to do. Skip, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. With these they're like Brady and Rodgers. Okay, I believe those are the two best. They can take yours and beat you. And they're definitely going to take theirs and beat you. There are very few guys that can do that. So I'm not, when Brady does what he does to Rodgers, now Rodgers' circumstances last night, but if Rodgers had been healthy and did that, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I expect him to do that. It's like Tom Brady. If Tom Brady gets injured on his leg or something like that and he does it outside of his comfort zone, he would have to get outside of his comfort zone. But Tom is
How about
Tom.
12 stitches in your throwing hand? I don't know. That's kind of outside your comfort zone
No,
for
it's
a
not.
quarterback.
No.
I don't know.
No, leg.
Where Aaron Rodgers would be walking around the whole game saying,
Skip, why you do that?
That's
Why
not fair.
Why you
Like
do that?
yeah.
Why you do that, Skip?
Remember when he had his calf? He's limping to the huddle.
And he beat
your
Cowboys.
He reminds me of Emmitt Smith, who I covered for years with the Cowboys. Great player, obviously. Most yards ever run by a running back, right?
Most rushing touchdowns, yep.
You know what I nicknamed him?
What?
Emmy Smith, because he won an Emmy going back to the huddle just about every time.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he was really hurt.
All those carries, Skip.
Yeah.
How you think you become the
He was
all-time
the
lead
classic one. He would just drag himself back to the huddle, and then all of a sudden, here he goes again. 8 more yards, 10 more yards, 12 more yards.
But will you concur that you were more impressed with the defense than you were with Tom Brady yesterday?
No, I thought Brady was outstanding. He had a QBR of 84, and he did miss a couple throws, but he made some big-time throws.
But hold on. This is the defense that gave up 41 in the Super Bowl.
Well, it's better than that.
Okay, then. Well, Tom Brady wasn't as good as he was in the Super Bowl with 3 touchdowns and 505.
Pretty good.
Skip, he threw for less than 300. Come on now.
He was pretty good.
So was he Super Bowl good?
I'm just dealing with the fall off the cliff theory that I keep hearing from across the table, that you never know. Past age 40, you
don't
fall off the cliff. You just fall off the cliff, and it's going to happen overnight. He's going to fall off the cliff.
You live day to day.
You know what? On Saturday night, Tom Brady did not fall off the cliff. That's all I can take away from yesterday. He looked just as good as he did.
Oh, did he? Let me ask you a
Great
question.
as he did.
Did he look as good as Ryan Fitzpatrick? Did he look as good as Patrick Mahomes?
In his own way. He just controlled the game from start to finish.
He looked as
QBR of 84 to Deshaun's 18.
What I'm trying to figure out is how does Aaron Rodgers has a 130 QB rating? Tom Brady has a 102, but Tom Brady's QBR is higher than his. He had more incompletions.
Because QBR is a much more complete stat than the passer rating.
But I'm trying to figure out, let's see, he had a better completion percentage. He threw more yards.
Yeah.
And he had a longer touchdown. I'm just trying to, something's not adding up for me, Skip.
Aaron Rodgers played a quarter and another part of a quarter, and he was pretty awful.
But Skip,
right? That counted. That's what dragged it down.
But here's the thing. If I get one F and I get 10 A's, I shouldn't get a D.
Usually I think QBR is harder on Brady than anybody.
You need to stop.
I'm serious. 84. So you picked the, not San Diego, but LA Chargers to dethrone the New England Patriots. So they got off to a rough start because they gave up 38, but that's a high-powered offense. It is spectacular.
Yeah,
when it hits on all cylinders with that kid flinging it, they can score. So I'm going to give you 1 week. It's early in the season.
No, I'm not jumping off. No.
Okay, but do you still believe they could go to Foxborough and win the AFC Championship game? Maybe they'll come around by the end of the year.
Well, somebody might knock them off and they don't have to go to Foxborough.
Yeah. Well, where? How? They're going to have home field.
First of all,
they're just going to have home field.
Have they ever been beaten in Foxborough in the playoffs?
By Baltimore.
Okay.
But that's a special group of men.
You see Baltimore, how they look yesterday.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to go beat them?
They might, Skip. It's 1 week, and we're already talking about AFC Championship.
That was Joe Fluco against Nathan Peterman.
And you know Joe Fluco stands tall against Tom Brady. Plays him tough every time.
No, he does. I give you that. But I don't know if they still... Is Ray Lewis, is he going to come back for that game? Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
He's not coming back.
But
Brady was Brady. I expect this of Tom Brady. I did not expect to see that defense. You didn't expect to see that defense.
No, I've been seeing it in the preseason. It's pretty good. It's better.
After you said Coach Belichick sabotaged,
he did.
Sabotaged in the Super Bowl.
He got sabotaged.
And now he did what he did to Deshaun Watson in that offense with all those playmakers. And now all of a sudden you're like, nah, he was okay.
No, I told you they're better. It's the first thing I said. They're definitely going to be better because they got their middle linebacker back. That helps, right?
Okay. What about them pass rushers? I didn't see no Aaron Donald.
Adrian Claiborne, boy, he terrorized Dak Prescott last year.
Against Chaz Green.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's there.
Skip, he had 6 sacks in one game, and he finished the season with 8.
Yep.
So what about the other 15, Skip? He got 2 sacks in 15 games.
New England's defense will be just above average, but it'll be good enough to win the Super Bowl.
They'll be very good in scoring defense. Yeah. Okay. That's what matters. Yards don't win your games. Points win games.
Oh, speaking of points that wins games, we're going to go back to Aaron Rodgers and the way he was able to have that comeback last night. These two don't agree, but a good thing we have